Hey guys, Justice Curry and my beautiful wife, Elizabeth. Liz Curry? You want to go by Liz or Elizabeth?
What have I always gone by since we've been married?
We're married? Anyway, we just got back from a retirement party from my old training officer, field training officer, Detective Sergeant Hayner. He had 32 years of law enforcement service, so that was awesome. We went to the FOP, which is slang for Fraternal Order of Police, and it's kind of like a cop bar, but it was jam-packed full of people, and it was a real nice send-off for him. So it's been about 6 months plus removed since I left law enforcement, and
actually 8 months.
8 months,
Yeah.
Give or take. So.
That's almost a year.
Yeah. But it's weird because I haven't seen many of my old co-workers in that whole time. Just like anything, you know, your classmates, old co-workers, you just kind of, life makes you drift apart. And a few of them are closer than others, but you still have those bonds because of the camaraderie. So it was real, I was kind of, it was a weird feeling inside me. Is apprehensive word? Okay.
That's appropriate use.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks.
I make fun of him for using the wrong words, and if he used it incorrectly, I would have corrected him.
Yes,
Don't worry.
yes. Because it's just a weird thing, you know. I'm kind of trying to get my footing on retirement life, and like I've said before, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Retirement and having this new pace of life, although it sounds awesome in your head once you get to it, it's still awesome, but there's an adjustment period that I'm still going through, and a routine, and with kids and house and hobby, which is actually my new job, and all sorts of things. But let's talk about Sergeant Hayner. So he was my field training officer. He was like an old dude when I started, and I started in 2004, and he was on the midnight shift. And I thought he was an old guy, but he was probably in his early 30s. He was in his 30s, but he looked ancient to me, and I was 22. Anyway, I remember being scared because everyone's like, he's tough. Like, he is a tough guy, and don't mess him, or don't get him mad. And he was kind of a little rough around the corners because I had edges, yes, because he had that reputation. And I remember he would put like his clipboard on the dashboard, and he'd be like, don't accelerate quickly, because if the clipboard falls and hits him in the knees, he's like, or maybe that was the other FTO that I had, Sergeant White. Regardless, who was there also. Like, I'm gonna assault you, they would say, if this clipboard falls off the dash and hits me. Yeah. And Sergeant White may or may not have assaulted me. The jury's still out on that one. Anyway, one thing in particular that I remember, Sergeant Hayner, well, he was an officer then, I'm driving. I'm step 3, so I'm only 3 months on as a police officer. And we're going to another officer fighting with a guy who just did a domestic violence, and she's down in something we called Lakewood. So and we're coming from our police department. It's a 5+ minute drive. And I'm going quickly.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm just going Facebook.
I'm boring you? What about the people at home?
They already turned it off.
So no one's watching except my mom right now.
Maybe.
So I'm driving down Riverview. It's night. I'm blasting with my lights and sirens. And I go through a red light because it was like a T intersection.
I remember this.
Oh, yeah. And I go through the light because I could see the traffic. No one was coming. Like, I could tell there's no headlights. And as I go through it, he goes, what the fuck are you doing?
I remember
He's screaming at me, you do not have to go through a red light. And I'm like, oh my God. And I was so scared that I turned off my overhead lights and my siren. And I come to a stop at the next red light. And I don't know what to do. And he's like, wow, are you going to kill us? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then, you know, I turn the lights back on. I get to the officers that are fighting with this guy in the middle of the street. Sergeant Hayner jumps out. You know, he's punching, giving
You don't punch people these days.
Well, this was back in 04. punching him in the common peroneal area. I'm wrapping up the guy's legs. He's bucking like a bronco. We finally wrestle around, get him in the handcuffs, haul him off to jail. And Sergeant, when we're done with that, Hayner goes, "You're not driving. Get in the passenger seat." I'm like, I'm fired. I'm literally fired. My life's over. I put all this time and my hopes and dreams are gone.
We were dating by then,
He hates
too.
me. Oh, yeah.
No, we weren't.
No,
we
we
weren't,
weren't
but we
dating.
knew each other.
Yeah, we knew each other.
You knew I was going to be your wife at that point, right?
Yes.
Say yes.
I did. So he's quiet, and we're driving around the rest of the night, and I'm going, my life. I felt this big. Anyway, end of the night, we go back in the station, dress back into our civilian clothes. I'm walking to my civilian car, and my head's hanging down. I'm like, my life's over. And he stops me in the parking lot, and he's like, "Hey, Justin, come over here." I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "I know I'm real hard on you today, but a number of years ago, I hit a pedestrian or someone on a bike or whatnot going to a call, and I don't want you to ever go through what I went through with that feeling. It was horrendous, and I'm looking out for you. So, tomorrow's a new day. Shake it off. You'll be fine." And okay, and that was a common thing that I used with people that I was training. Like, you gotta shake it off. You're gonna F up.
Like from the Sing movie, shake it off, shake it off.
Well, I said it before the Sing movie came out. So the Sing movie, owes me royalties.
Oh, okay.
But that's a song that they were. See, now my mom's not even watching this because I'm boring them. So congratulations, Detective Sergeant Hayner. It was great seeing you. I made a little collage, some funny pictures that were taken throughout the years, and I hope you'll enjoy that. And it was great seeing all my old co-workers and people involved, dispatchers, property officers. There was everybody was at this little get together. So from all of us, signing off. I'll edit my wife out of this video so you won't even know, since she doesn't want to be in it. Bye, guys.